Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the final game of the evening. You are watching the PUBG EU Pro Scrims. My name is Jarasar, and this is game number 6 of 6. We are on Erangel for our final game of the day. And we are watching our teams battle it out for the last time. But only the last time today. There'll be plenty more as the month goes on. Don't you guys worry about it. We have a 6 o'clock to... we'll call it an 11:30, shall we? Plane path. The map more or less evenly split down the middle, and that's good. Because it means the majority of our teams are going to be able to drop exactly where they want to. So that is rather delightful. Someone in chat asking if key drops are enabled. If you watch for long enough, maybe I will be dropping some PUBG keys, but you might be waiting a little while. I'm not going to lie about that. Crazy and 22. We're going to be up near and around Severny, but what we're really looking for, let's be honest, is South Georgia Pole. Raise your edge and Team Phantom. These guys are going to be... Oh, I wonder if Lampalot's just going to grab that lovely compound on the river there as well. It'll be interesting to see how these guys have changed up their approach. Everyone is looking at everybody else. Wow, they're straight up hot dropping on each other. So Loss and the Wanderer are on each other. The rest of these guys, they're not even going to make it to South Georgia. They'll make it to Crates. They don't even care. They don't even care. Oh, and it's a hard shift east. We're looking at Miltaway for this circle. It's going to be very interesting indeed. Gaxi goes down, meanwhile, to D-Mash. So these guys really are pulling no punches. They want to take each other out at the very start of the game. The Wanderer a little bit stuck at the moment. What gear does the Wanderer have? Got an M4 and a 3X. Dangerous enough for anybody, but no helmet and no vest. Alright, we're going to have to look elsewhere now as Dies manages to get a knock on Michael. Wait, does that leave Loss? Oh no, we've still got Lampalot. Lampalot who's up there. But Team Phantom appear to definitely be the ones with the upper hand here. The problem is the Wanderer has no meds. Oh, and he gets taken out by the Vector from Los HD. So Team Phantom will lose one. So it's a 3v2. But Team Phantom have definitely got the upper hand here. D-Mash now moving in. Looking in Los HD's direction. What can they do but potentially crash it? They know that there's only one person there. Great shots from Los, I have to say. They could end up crashing the compound on the opposite side. That's exactly what they do. D-Mash is going to have to... Oh. Lots of honking going on there. Untitled Goose Game territory, I think. Level of honking from Los HD. Oh, Buster! Deary, deary me. Getting the finish there as well, so raise your edge. Just about when they thought they were in the clear. Beautiful headshot. Finishes off 3 of the team. Team Phantom have 3 players left alive, and Raise Your Edge only have Lampalot. And there's a fair way to go to this circle as well. Spicy start to the final game of the evening. We can see the southern bit of the main Erangel Island, otherwise known as teams who have yellow as their in-game color, are the only teams that are allowed to come here. We have Tempest and Tornado Energy reasonably close to each other. I wonder if Tornado Energy are going to be moving east towards farm. But they have a pretty decent position at the moment. There's also no need for the teams on Military Island to necessarily cross just yet. I'm looking more at Zaki. I'm looking at Severny. And Lampalot in a V. Oh no, surely Lampalot's not thirsty for blood here. He's really looking for the shots here, but in a 1v3, I think he's going to find it a struggle at best. WTSG moving further in. Team Liquid have secured an interesting location along this road early on. There's a lot of ridges, but not necessarily that much natural cover in terms of trees and rocks. They'll be perfectly fine, though. This is possibly just an intermediate rotation before they decide to go somewhere, well, east of Milta, potentially. Oh, pull up, pull up, pull up! Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Guys, Team Liquid have a couple of problems right now. And they started moving in vehicles literally just as Entropic pulled up. And as a result, they weren't able to shoot back nearly as quickly as we thought they would. This is a problem. Ibby manages to get away. Mexi's still behind them, but unfortunately he's been spotted. He does get the knock onto Reggie Beardo, though. Possible magic for Mexi. While that magic definitely got shut down hard, that is a headshot with an M24, and that is that. Ibby might be able to make a very, very wide rotation to come back in. And he was very close to getting taken out by cash register, I have to say. Ibby moving in on foot. He's not looking to get the res first. He's looking to get the kills. Seize double. Or as I like to call it, double vision. Hey. Frag might be a little bit too far. Oh my god, that is beautiful. And Ibby gets taken down. Team Liquid eliminated at the same time as, by the way, WTSG, who also got eliminated. Unfortunately, that was off camera. We had two fights happening at the very same time. But, wow, Team Liquid and WTSG getting taken out early. Entropic now being targeted by Omicron Esports. Oh, and the Tempest Tornado Energy fight has started in earnest as well. So Fex defending farm. We'll get the knock onto a doozy. I'm pretty sure a doozy will get res safely. So then the question becomes, do Tornado Energy want to move in on Tempest or not? And I think at this time, the answer to that's probably no. Entropy Gaming and Tricro in a UAS. Fex really just wanting to discourage them from coming to this compound. It's not that crazy at the moment. But all Fex really wants to do is stop people from crashing in before he moves further out. Still got a little while yet to go. And I think Fex might be joining the rest of his team shortly. They are quite spread, and they're right smack bang in the middle of the circle. I can see an entire team just crashing into one of these compounds, and that could be problematic for them. So they need to be very loud to deter as many people as possible from entering where they are. Cleared. He has been sent it. He's been sent it by the adepts. Moving straight into the room where the grenade was last. But he can't juke the bullets, unfortunately, and Phanom will be able to get the down and no doubt the finish as well. That's clip out, and Tempest, well, they pay the price for being so spread out. Tomil might actually get pushed in on from Unity as well, and Entropic might be coming into Fex. Let's keep an eye on them. They're thinking about it. And hashtag send it. There we go. Lampalot gets taken out by Buster Travel. So Team Phantom win this particular game against Raise Your Edge as both teams drop South George once again on Erangel. Fex has been spotted by Double, and Tropic have the north side of this compound now. Vashku is going to third party from quite a long way away, I have to say. And Unity are now pushing into this compound. Tempest have one player there, and Tomil decides, you know what, I'd like to join some of my mates, please, and I'm pretty sure that's the right thing to do. Second circle shifting very hard towards Milta and mini Milta power. A lot of teams might make their home in South Milta, maybe, or in the sort of lumberyard kind of area with these hills up here. 22 Esports are going to be opting for this road area. Everyone on Military Island has now come back through. In the meantime, we haven't seen very much of the crazy crew this game. They're moving down around prison, and they're going to be relatively safe at the moment. Squeaky is going to be rotating in somewhat close to them, but not close enough to be a real bother. And their next target, presumably, will be Omicron. Squeaky's going to stop at shelter, so he's not actually going to move into Omicron. Otherwise, that would have been awkward. And Tropic have consolidated in a compound. And we do have Fex and Wookie Bookie. Oh, pardon me. We've got 3 alive here for Tempest. And Tomil as well. They managed to move into East Milta. So that frees up the space for Tornado Energy in West Milta. But the Adepts have taken the northern position. So it's going to get a little bit crowded here. Oh, Quizzy. Oh, Quizzy. Oh, Quizzy. Wow, managing to get a couple of hits there. The problem is there are other teammates as well. Molotov's coming in from behind. Quizzy almost stepping in, but not quite. I swear he prone so that his left foot is hot from that, and Wookie Bookie gets him. Fex will take him out as well. He, ladies and gentlemen, just quizzed in his pants, and what is Set doing? Set coming in for the rescue, but it's a 3v1, and then a 3v1. Orange is going to make it a third person coming in, but it's a 3v1 followed by a 3v1, followed by a 3v1. This is absolute disaster for Unity. And 3 of their players go down, one after the other. Anoctive didn't get the memo. He's still sniping from afar. And he is the last player left alive. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh! Gets the frag onto Tomil. I don't think you'll get the flush. And Anoctive is unfortunately going to now have to play a reasonably lonely game, possibly within sight of 22 esports. Unity there, they had the right idea, but I think all 3 players needed to do that at the same moment for that to be effective. Instead, they sent it in one after the other. Actually looks like something I do sometimes in pub games, which I really need to fix. But that's another story for another time. Right. We're at the 12-minute mark. Anoctive has decided he's had enough of this. He's going elsewhere. Where to? We don't know. Oh. Oh, he's staying local. I like this. The ballsy play. Fex goes down. Anoctive fancies himself something here. The Adepts are third partying, not making it easy for him. This is a 1v3 as it stands, guys. Come on, leave him alone. Oh my god, Wookie Bookie off the backboard. Never mind. And that is Tempest, engaging each member of Unity one at a time. However, I have to say, Wookie Bookie being the only player left alive at the end of it for Tempest is probably not something they were banking on. They had position, and my god, what is this? We'll talk about that another time, because the crazy crew are coming up against Omicron, and while they're coming up against Omicron, we have Ents on the other side. So suddenly this is going to get very, very busy indeed. 12-minute mark and 12 teams left. We've actually had a couple more eliminations than we normally would, which is surprising, but it does happen. Team Liquid, for example, out of the game relatively early. WTSG going down too. It's a very, very open game, and it was quite a hard shift over here to the right-hand side. Na'Vi are moving in. Yong, who is Senya, by the way. I have had confirmation. It's going to be checking out Milta Power, and Na'Vi are going to be perfectly safe. We're on board with Ents, who have moved slightly further away from this fight at the moment. The Adepts are right next to Tornado Energy, but I don't think they're going to be doing anything anytime soon. We've eliminated Milta Power from the next circle, as we can see. East Milta and Mini Milta seem to be the orders of the day. And Rahina, with all 4 left alive, are trying to avoid getting shot out of their cars from about 3 different teams here. Oh. Here come the Adepts. Tornado Energy all around them. Noki now taking fire. And this is not a good place to be. Trying to join Sunzi, but unable to do so. Smoke grenade around the bottom of the buggy. Might be able to get back in the vehicle and send it, actually. Melman with some excellent shots, I think, underneath the buggy. To put some hurt onto Noki. A few more from Melman as well. What is going on here? And this rotate is proving very difficult for the Adepts indeed. Example is right outside as well, where Furax and Sunzi are. And this buggy is getting very close to blowing up. It's on fire. And unfortunately, Noki is relatively stuck. Oh, Sunzi going down inside that compound as well is going to make life extremely difficult. It's only Furax here now. Noki not really in a position to help. Example moves in. Furax round the corner to the right-hand side. Sunzi is upstairs. Another member of Tornado Energy comes in. Here comes Furax. That's one down. There's still one to go. And Furax goes down to Alia. Nocky, though, running up in the meantime, trying to be the hero, but the Adepts are eliminated from the game. Tornado Energy are able to take them out. And this battle to the north, it's on a bit of a slow burn at the moment. Crazy, not actually getting any of the knocks that we perhaps were expecting just yet. Tornado Energy really just defending North Milta as best they can. 22 Esports are in a 2-2 split, defending from Na'Vi to the north. In the south, Wookie Bookie is very happy to just kind of chill and do whatever the heck he wants, because he's got level 3 gear and an AUG. Certainly useful tools to help him get and maximize his position in the game, but unfortunately it is a one-person team for him right now. Centering in on Lumberyard is the next circle, so most of Milta are going to be out. Tornado Energy should be okay. Na'Vi and 22 will be very fine indeed, and everybody else is going to be going, hang on a second, how do we deal with that here? Well, 4 kills for Team Phantom. Most of them, if not all of them, raise your edge players. Buster is still here. Bit of a lonely existence on the beach. Might be able to get to one of these south buildings safely. It's these northern guys I really want to watch. Pluto is about to get absolutely... Oh, wow. Well, I was going to say he's about to get absolutely annihilated because 3 people are moving in on his position, but his teammates are helping out. And suddenly Pluto is the bait, and the rest of his team are able to completely take out Rahina here. 3 out of 4 going down, and Upezic gets spotted from afar. Crazy crew. I thought Pluto was going to get annihilated, but no, he was the bait. The rest of the squad just completely took them apart, and they next have sights on Ents. Oh, how delightful. Tixu has gone down, but he should be resable. Diggory just moving into his position now. Alga trying to find an angle. Hasn't spotted anyone yet. Sees the door open in the shack and thinks there must be someone near there. Tixu's actually more or less in the open right now, but he has got some uphill ground to work with. Unfortunately, gets spotted from elsewhere. No, that's from Algar, I beg your pardon, from on top of that rock, and that is Tixu down. Diggory now in a rather difficult to defend position. And Squeaky on the outskirts of the circle gets taken out by Entropy Gaming, who have a very late rotate in on foot as well. So Ents, unfortunately, it's not been very easy for them this game. They have been involved in a 3-way fight, and it doesn't look like they're winning it. Diggory is their only hope of making it into, hopefully, what might be a top 3 position if he's able to snake it in enough, but this is going to be tricky at best. We rejoin Diggory, who is looking out for all 4 members of the Crazy Crew who are still alive. Ents have no kills to their name this game. They have made it into the top 10, but they want to be doing better than this. He's happy just to keep this corner and stay quiet. He doesn't want any trouble right now. He knows exactly where they are as well, at that rock. Everyone else who are taking shots at each other seem to be in compound, so we're going to be focusing on this right now. Anonymous knows that there's someone in that wizard tower. But they're also going to be asking, where do they go from here? Taravillo has left. Wizard tower being outside of next circle, of course. And Entropy Gaming seem to be sticking around in a similar position. They don't necessarily want to push into a compound because they know they're one of the last to rotate into the circle right now. Let's see, though, where the circle takes us next. Mirror, mirror on the wall. What's the fairest circle of them all? Is it a donut? Is it a donut? It's not a donut. It is a hard shift onto the road. It's going to be southeast, and you can hear Diggory groan from here, I swear to God. Entropy Gaming now moving up towards Crazy Crew. Diggory might get caught in the middle. That would be awkward at best. The Crazy Crew have moved past Ents. Diggory needs to hope that Entropy Gaming also move past him without incident. He's spotted. And he's finished. That's it. Entropy Gaming eliminates Ents. And the Crazy Crew must be going, hang on a second. There are people here. Sunny goes down instantly there. Nice couple of shots from the SLR of Kelias. Frag grenade follow-up doesn't finish. Phase 5 now moving down. Kelias also has the information now that there is another player to the north. So he has to be very wary of this. Wow, what an excellent spray from afar onto Anonymous as well. And that's 2 members down. This is definitely a sign for them to push in. However, Kelias knows about Flamey up to the north. He wants to keep oversight for the rest of the team. And indeed, a whole bunch of rifles will be aimed at him the moment he comes out from there. Sees him in the blue, gets taken out in the blue. That's Flamey taken care of. They can now move back to worry about the 2 players that they downed here. They're both going to be in the blue very shortly, though. So this is a very difficult fight. Nowhere close, unfortunately, to Sunny's position at the moment. Needs to be aiming a little bit further out with the frag grenade. Anonymous will get gobbled up by the blue. The crazy crew are in a tricky position, but they have got all 4 still left alive. That's their benefit. Whereas their opponents only have 2. That's Anonymous dying to the circle there. The crazy crew will be able to rotate in. Triquo, if anything, is playing catch-up to them, but he's going to pause to take a little bit of med. And that should buy the crazy crew enough time. Now, if Entropy try and fight this prior to getting into circle, this could be problematic for them. Kelias, they're very close and is spotted. Sunny goes down. Kelias spotted by Trico, but Trico won't get the knock. Pluto instead will come in and finish off, and that's Entropy Gaming eliminated. The crazy crew are having a great game so far, but their next challenge is potentially going to be Na'Vi if they're not careful. 7 teams left alive. Wookie Bookie is not a member of Na'Vi, ladies and gentlemen. That is a different team off to the right-hand side. Buster on the south. Is this going to center on the road once again? Are we going to see the circle end up about here, I would say? A little bit to the left, but you know what? I'll take that. That's a good prediction as any. Buster's not going to like that. Wookie's not going to like that. Tornado Energy aren't going to like that because 22 Esports now suddenly have the commanding position of gatekeeping 3 different teams from the circle. They've got Na'Vi to the east, they've got Buster to the south, and they also have to the southwest Tornado Energy. We're on board with Sparking, who's looking for people to shoot. Oh, boy, certainly spots them. Ooh, that jump inviting a couple of shots and actually getting a headshot onto Tornado Energy as well. So we know exactly where he'll be moving in from. It's actually Crazy who managed to get a knock onto Melman, so that's from very, very far away as well. Taravio having a nice elevated position, even though those bullets have to travel so much further. They know exactly which compound 22 Esports is in. And here comes the mass smoke from Tornado Energy. The revives will come down. Kelias is absolutely bossing it this game, taking a double down inside the compound that Entropic are in. I say compound, Wizard Tower. They can't get close enough to nade or anything just yet. And Double will be instantly revived, but still. Senya has been spotted. Buster was forced to move in. Team Phantom eliminated. They're in 7th place. Obviously, and will stay there. 22 Esports might come under a little bit of pressure. Tornado Energy now rotating east to try and move into a different compound. Little do they know. Well, they know someone's in here, but it's actually 22 Esports as well. 2-2 split. Going to be very difficult for them to deal with. And fortunately, they're looking at the other teams rather than the team in the compound. Wookie Bookie goes down in 6th place. That's Tempest out of the game. Compost. Why not? Looking for an excuse to get the frag grenades out. And Tornado Energy just pulling up to where the mast is, but they still need to move into circle. 22 Esports need to play this patiently. Because there are only 2 players here, 1 knock could spell disaster. Potentially good nade. I'm not sure if it's far enough to do damage to a doozy. Not quite. Alia's getting caught at that tree, and the zone is actually being very, very aggressive right now. Molotov. Oof. Right. Alia's not recovering from that, let me tell you that. Good frag. Not great, though, and needed to get into the window, realistically, to do any damage. Compot's still the boss of the situation here. Alia goes down, and a doozy gets taken out from Sparking, actually, from the other compound, leaving Melman as the only player alive. Compot didn't quite spot him just now. He's busy staying hidden. Dark Choice does get taken down by Kemba. That might be Na'Vi pushing in. They have to get a very, very quick res. They'll be communicating this to the rest of 22 Esports as well. The next circle means that neither of these compounds are in, but that doesn't matter. Na'Vi is pushing in, and that is a great nade from Bestalock. Compot and Dark Choice are now gone as 22 Esports need to go back to plan B. Bestalock will be able to finish everything off. Sparking will have the road, and actually they'll have this ridge, which is great. And Tropic and Crazy are now in a fight of their own as Crazy push in towards the Wizard Tower. Reggie Beardo is down and out of the game. Alga is not going to be able to be revived either, which means Taravio is probably the player closest. But Nowick is worried about getting shot from afar if he takes the close quarters battle, and that's why it's not possible to just very openly deal with that right now. Frag grenades going out into the smoke will be a little bit east of where Taravio is, but that second frag, I think thrown possibly by a teammate, is looking good, and that does a bit of damage. Tornado Energy going out as Bestalock manages to spot Melman. 22 Esports have now moved in. They're moving in away from Na'Vi, who was so aggressive with that push and was so successful with it as a result. Corsac are now looking to third-party this engagement. Spots Kellius, gets Kellius, and Crazy Crew, after a phenomenal run in this game, will crash out in 4th place thanks to a third party from 22 Esports, who has had a phenomenal day. Can they close it out with a win? They lost half their team to Na'Vi, though, and they will have to do this as a 2-man squad. 3 teams left and 8 alive at the 26-minute mark of this game. You're looking at 22 Esports, Entropic, and Na'Vi, who are spreading out and trying to surround the Wizard Tower now. The problem is one of their member might accidentally get taken out by 22 Esports if they spread too far, and I feel like Kemba is within the sights of 22 Esports as long as they push over the hill just a little bit right now. Kemba can definitely be seen from that angle if 22 just poke their head above the hill. Almost certainly. Bestalock and Senya will be trying their absolute best to make grenades do damage inside that whiz. Hawkey goes down, but Double is on the top floor with him. This does buy Na'Vi a potential opportunity to push in. And there comes the res, and as a result, Norwich isn't going to be able to solo handle this. Trying to get the nade in and failing. Na'Vi are pushing in. They're closing in further and further, but 22 Esports could be playing spoiler here. Keep your eyes glued to where these guys are. Nowick down. There is nobody left in the bottom. Out the end is not where they expected them to come out, but Entropic now are onto their last legs. Hawkey upstairs is the only player left, and I believe the grenades are going to be popping in very shortly indeed. Na'Vi really pushing in hard. 22 Esports being very conservative, actually. They could have potentially played spoiler a little while ago, but choosing not to. Now they have shots on Na'Vi, but they happen to have the cover of the Wizard Tower in their favor. Still 3 teams left because there's someone left alive on the top floor. I wonder if they've used all their nades. Kemba might just straight up move up there, to be honest. He's got 5 smokes. Smoke won't kill him, though. There's a molly. Hawkey's in the back room. That molly won't affect him. Flashbang. 2 flashbangs. Oh! Molly hits. Flashbang hits. And Bestalock in the doorway with the headshot from the M4. Means that Entropic are out. And Na'Vi are into the top 2. It's going to be Na'Vi versus 22. A 3v2 to close this out. I think 22 might have had a better chance. I mean, they still have a great chance. But it's less than 50%, just purely from the numbers disadvantage here. I think they would have had a better chance if they opted to third party that engagement a little bit sooner. But we'll see what they make of this situation here. This is phase 9 now, so the circle is just going to collapse into the center. Ooh, insta headshot there from Senya. Corsac not liking that. Sparking trying to... Nice headshot there onto Kemba. And continuing to move along, creeping those smokes. Creating a highway for Sparking to move into center. We're on board now with Senya. Looking for Corsac. Grenade to the last node position. Hits a tree branch. Unlucky. It's the non-stop flashes, and I think that will hit Corsac. It does indeed, and Kemba will be able to finish it off. That is a beautiful series of flash grenades. Sparking has now been spotted by Bestalock as well. This could be the end of the game. 22 Esports so unbelievably consistent today, but in this last game, I think this 3v1 might be a little bit too much. Gets Kemba, though. The start of something special could be happening here. Bestalock needs to reload. Here comes Senya to finish off. 30% hit points remaining. That's Sparky going down. And Na'Vi will win the final scrim game of the night. 22 Esports, potential heroic last stand gets quashed. They settle once again for second place. That's 2 firsts and 2 seconds today for them. That could put them at the top of the leaderboard, but Na'Vi are the ones to beat right now. You can see we have 8 kills and a chicken dinner for them. 22 Esports will finish in second place, and Entropic will finish in third.